Now it's time to get in one of the discographies I got into. Joey Bada. I listened to all his projects that are on streaming. I didn't get to listen to Summer Nights, the actual mixtape, because only the EP's on streaming. And so 1999 gave me that boom bap feeling. And because I'm older, I appreciate that production a lot more. I'm like, all right, you killing this. This is a 10 out of 10 project for me.
That's what made Static really want to work with him, because he had some Static beats on there.
And Chuck Strangers, really appreciate his production on this as well.
Truck came a long way with rapping too, bro. He puts out quality albums as well, because he could not rap back then. But I will make some beats.
It was doable back then on this. It was definitely doable. But I mostly knew him for production. That's why when I was looking, I'm like featuring Chuck Stranger. I'm like, is he rapping? He said, or is he producing?
He said, I'm trying to sum with my freeway of life. Remember, my nigga, ain't no freeway of life.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
come on, B. They was young.
No, but he
was my age.
Yeah, he can rap now. They were my age too.
No, like I think Joey's literally my age.
I'm saying you're younger than me, and Chuck and them around my age.
Oh,
I
man.
remember.
Oh man,
I'm just a year older,
man,
bro.
B.
Oh my god.
Man, B. I listened to Summer Nights, the EP. It's a cool EP, not bad at all. Definitely not offensive. Doesn't overstay its welcome. There are some choices that I think are kind of weird for making it an EP on streaming services rather than actually putting out the album, but I know they did samples.
Is Affinity on there? 99 to Affinity?
95 to Infinity, something like that. I think that's on that's either on this or that's on Before the Cash. I forget which one.
I'm not to Affinity line.
I heard it. I remember hearing it. I'm just trying to remember what it was off of though. I don't remember the project it's off of, but it is on streaming because I heard that one.
No, that's on Summer Nights. It has to be.
It's probably on Summer Nights.
2013, right? Yeah, Summer Nights.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, obviously this isn't the mixtape version. It actually came out during the blog era, so yeah.
Fire, I liked it.
Listen to Before the Cash. Grew a bigger appreciation for this project.
Bro.
I will say there are some choices on here where he goes for the radio hit, and I'm just like, Joe, I get it. I get the play.
Bro, that album good, bro. It's crazy. I played that album so much, bro.
I played it when it first came out. I remember that.
I played it a lot.
But that made me not want to listen to All-Amerikkkan Bada, because at first when I heard it, I was like, this sounds way different than what Joey is. To me, it sounds like a betrayal to what he really established with Summer Nights and with
Some people love that album, bro.
I will say, I grew a bigger appreciation taking out my bias for Joey being in the boom bap production. There's like one or two Static selected beats on here, I think. I remember the one song on here that was my favorite was with him and Styles P, and it was produced by Static Selector. I'm just like, ooh, Static, yes! What are we doing right now?
Like, nasty.
Hey, I'm just saying. Static Selector, you won me over. I just feel like the problem I have with this album is that it stays on theme and concept a bit too hard.
Yeah.
And it makes it very apparent. It's very in your face. It's very on the nose. And it's basically, before woke became a political term, it was too black woke. Like, the cops don't really like us. I'm just like, it's too much of this. I'm like, you throwing it in my face every single song. My black skin, they don't like it. I'm just like, okay, I get it, Joey. I get the point. I can see why white people love this album. I can see why. They're like, the profoundness of his blackness and being in America. I definitely can't relate, but I definitely sympathize. No, this was just too blackety black woke for me. Great songs, good songs on here. There are some songs where I'm just like, this is a bit too radio for me, Joey. But hey,
is
Joey
Devastated on that album?
No.
I feel so
I
hated
that Temptation. I like it, but to me, it just something like that don't really fit the theme of the album itself. So I'm just like, this is that radio song. Bro, I can see why this is a hit.
When he came out with that, I was like, oh, goodbye to Joey.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, we lost him, didn't we? I feel like this is the point where Joey kind of, I would say he fell off. Not fell off as in like, because this album did really well for him.
Yeah, it did.
It fell off as in like the initial core audience you had.
Bro, people call that album a classic. I seen that on Twitter like
it's a good album. Yeah. The album ain't bad. Yeah. It's not bad, especially if you don't listen to 1999 or anything before that. Is this your first Joey project? Yeah, this is a great project because he's on modern style beats, not really anything boom bap. He's rapping really well. His song creation, and the skits that he puts in there to help tie in with the theme of the album, it's really on par. It's just it feels like a big betrayal compared to Summer Nights and Before the Cash.
But he's getting older and he was maturing at that time. So it's that time where he takes that step. So that's why,
but it feels like a step into modernity, where it's just like you're betraying the style that you.
But how you betraying it when you're growing? It's not a betrayal. Like when you say it's a betrayal, that means I don't know. It just seems bad if you use that tone. I mean,
it was bad because a lot of people was like,
yeah, but you know how, like you said, you got more of appreciation now. You older, you understand. But like at that time, for the teenagers, for the younger adults, 20-year-olds, when it came out, we was like, hold up, what is this? It threw me off as well. It's like I don't want this from Joey, but. I understand what you're saying.
It's not I'll say it's a betrayal basically off of his style. Yeah. Imagine you hearing, I guess, a Wu-Tang member on a whole bunch of RZA stuff, then you hear him on some super mainstream type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you would think it's kind of a bit of a betrayal. They might sound good on it still.
Yeah.
They could do something with it. It's just that from what you did, it feels like you completely left that style in the dust.
I know.
Which I'm just like, dang. Like, I'm like, you can sprinkle that in here a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
and then, last project from Joey, 2000. I really like this album.
Now, 2000 straight.
I will say, after I got my Joey Bada stuff, he got to be a boom bap rapper. I'm like, all right, Joey's growing. And, this album came out on the 10-year anniversary of 1999. I'm like, this is perfect. This is 1 year after 1999, 2000. Some of the skits they puts on here, puts Nas on here. A lot of people praising Joey because, he has grown in this game. Yeah. He's done a lot of things.
Acting now, didn't he win like an Oscar or something like that? Maybe. Or Emmy or something? He won something.
Possibly. Yeah. He has the whole group with Pro Era. He did the whole Beast Coast thing with Pro Era, Flatbush Zombies, and the Underachievers. He's done so much in music, even though he hasn't dropped as much compared to other artists in his class as well. So this kind of felt like the ending point of his album. I mean, ending point of his music career, even though I know it's probably not. Yeah. But to me, this is like a perfect ending note where it's like, this is where I was, this is where I'm at now. And Static Selecta's production on here, I'm like,
and then like the 2000 beats from that era, like with Joey, when I heard this, Joey always been, he's never to me, never been not irrelevant. He always been relevant in a way, he's somewhere. Like him right now being into the Power series, or you just seeing him style-wise on the internet and just being around, it seemed like he wasn't putting out much music, you know what I'm saying? But
he really wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't, but I was keeping up with the Lucy's and some of the features he was having. He got a feature with IDK that's fire right now.
Talking about the new song
with them, fire. I love that, bro. Joey always can rap. Even on All-Amerikkkan Badass, I didn't care for that album at that time. Maybe I had to go back to it, but the rapping was good. It kind of reminded me of Lupe over and Lasers. Rapping fire, production trash.
No, I don't think the production on All-Amerikkkan.
No, that's what I'm saying. It just reminded me of when Lupe was on that production, but his rapping's immaculate. It's just the production's what's this direction? You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yeah, I think Joey is one of those staples of the blog era where he said something, I forgot. I think it was on this album. Yeah. Who's the best rapper? Me, Cole, Kendrick. I'm just like, dang, we just have Drake. Yeah. I'm like, Drake didn't respond to that at all.
Because he knows that feel. Drake can rap. We're not saying Drake can rap, but we know Drake don't.
He don't focus on rap.
Yeah, he don't focus.
He don't focus on his
and he don't this is me. This is my thing. You can't mess with me rapping. You know what I mean? But J. Cole, Kendrick, they even, they kind of have that mode of we really dope MCs. And I feel like Joey, he came from that too. Yeah. I'm rapping off these MF Doom, these J Dilla, the Status Selector, this beats. I'm showing you my skills, my rapping. What Drake used to do when he would rap off,
comeback season and all that.
And all that, yeah. He was trying to show his skill, even though that time.
Yeah, he betrayed that. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you gotta betray stuff to become to who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you live long enough to become the villain. God dang it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joey Bada, very good discography. I think I don't want to say slept. I will say slept on discography. Definitely not underrated because most of his albums are rated well. So definitely a slept on discography in terms of when people bring up best discographies. I'm not gonna say he's one of the best discographies in hip hop of all time, but he's one of the better discographies in terms of he doesn't have a whack project.
Joey's gonna be one of them guys that's he always put out some quality music. Bro. He's not gonna be like Joey. I don't think you can say he's a bad rapper. You know what I mean? I think he's just gonna be one of them guys that never know. Maybe one day be a legend status of just him being from the era he in, just being like, yo, that's Joey Badass, bro. What he did. Some people thought it was gimmicky. The whole going back to the boom bap 1999 stuff, because I remember when he dropped, it was a couple other cats. I can think of two right now at the moment. I think it was Raph Frisco. He was from Canada. Bishop Nehru was one of them. One of those guys trying to do what Joey was doing, and people was calling him Joey Badass clones. I remember that, bro. Even though Joey technically was taking the 90s golden era feel, and they was calling him a clone of that, and then he ended up getting little clones. It was more of you guys out there. I just can't think.
Yeah, the only one I think I know of is probably Bishop.
Remember Bishop?
I mean, he had a whole project with Doom.
And I was livid. I'm like, I ain't got a project with Doom. I'm like, who is this kid?
What do you need a project with Doom for?
I don't know.
Doom don't know you.
Kid wasn't. Bishop was alright, bro. He wasn't that nice. I'm like, you didn't go with Joey before this kid, Bishop. But Doom, RP, I never question his
artistry or his choices.
I never, his choices. Maybe you saw some in the kid that we didn't.
Yeah, probably did, because I definitely, Bishop Nehru never really stuck to me like that. Man. So yeah, I mean, it's whatever.